So thank you for continuing to watch this series. I really did not want or intend this to be a 3-part series. I only wanted it to be one, but the amount of footage what was involved in this was nearly 6 or 7 hours, which I'm pretty sure you don't want to watch me cut and grind and weld all day. But thank you for watching anyway if you got to part 3. Let's get the wood cut for this now and hopefully get these finished. Okay, so I've been really busy once again. The saw has given up. I need a new blade. It's finally blunt. I've done all that cutting with it. I need another one, so I'll pop and get one of those tomorrow. I've chopped this 1 meter flat plate. This is for the corner brackets, which are going on the house side. So one of these is going to go there, welded down there, and this piece obviously on there like that, giving me 90 degrees of support. I'll be drilling 1 hole in here, eyebolting that to the house, 2 more holes there, 3 sorry, like I said, 2 holes here, so these brackets were bolted securely. I've cut these corners off with the angle grinder. I didn't want them to be just square like that. I thought I'll give them a little bit of shape. I could go crazy and put some kind of pattern in here, but it takes time, and I've not got a plasma cutter yet. So these little offcuts here, keep them. I always keep good offcuts of metal. Ow. Yes, they're sharp. Keep a hold of them. They will go into my spare metals bin, because you never know when you're making something, you just might need a little support bracket welding in there. See what I mean? So keep hold of little things like this. It's always good. Comes in handy. Right. So they're ready, and I guess it's TIG time. TIG time. I can still keep that because it'll cut wood, but it has worn out now. It's struggling to cut the steel. So I've got myself a new one, 35 quid. It's a different blade design there. Don't know if it's an updated one or what. What you're looking for on these blades for this particular saw is, you look here, 225 by 25.4. The 25.4 is the centre. It's a little worn, this one, but 25.4 there, so that's what you're looking for.
We could have the world to ourselves, going to a place that's far, staring at the stars for hours, 'cause you're a renegade. I could be the one who saved you from this hard place. We could be as one and we'll escape. We could run away, we don't gotta stay. I can feel it, it burns inside me. Take away the pain, we can go insane. I can feel it, it burns inside me. We could run away, we don't gotta stay. I can feel it, it burns inside me. Take away the pain, we can go insane. Trust me, I won't let you down. I won't let you down. Yeah, I won't let you down. I won't let you down. Oh, I won't let you down. Some gates never get to open 'cause it's too late. I could be the one who saves you from this place. Baby, they ain't never gonna find me.
I really do hope I've got enough wood to do this. Okay, so now we're going to chop the wood to go in the centres of the panels. I'm going to start with this one. This has got the lock side on it, so I've not put any angle iron yet on that side. Reason being, I'm doing this one first because this is the most complicated one. And the problem with this one is that I've got to get around here. You see my problem. I've got to get around this lock and make it look nice and neat. Obviously I can cut some angle iron to go around there, but I don't know what it's going to look like in total, and I don't really like this exposed like it. So What, are any of you guys woodworkers? Because it's a very messy job, sawdust everywhere from cutting. I thought fabrication was messy. Oh yeah. Happy with that? Here, look at this. You just can't get quality workmanship anymore. Right, all these lengths, you see we're all flush here. These are supposed to be cut accurate. They're all flush there. Look at this. What's wrong with that? No wonder my measurements have been off. Don't put your trust in products these days. That, not even straight. Well, they're not even straight. Crap. Okay, now I've got all the wood in, as you can see. What I need to do now is I'm cutting the angle iron for the inside of the panel. This is ready to get welded in. But in order to remove and replace these panels in the future, if I want to go composite or if they get damaged or weathered, I need to remove them. And if I weld all this framework in, that means I'm going to have to angle grind it to get those out. So what I need to do is leave one side screwed in. What I shall do is place a cut. I will cut this angle iron down here, weld it to this, and then I'm going to have to drill holes all the way up here so that I can screw this side in. That way, all I have to do is unscrew this panel, this iron, remove it, and then I can replace the panels. I can pull them out, and I'll do this on both sides. Yes. Yes. Just not the easiest position to see in this. Oh, it's lovely. I was just kind of spraying and praying there that it was going to hit the right spot. It has. Not the neatest stitch, but it's a good one. Welded. Say I did it with my eye. I couldn't even see what I was doing. Good that. Alright, so the gates have been taken outside. I figured it would be best if I stopped work now and give them a try on the wall, because I'm going into the realms of not being able to make any more adjustments. I want these to be completed and go to powder coating as soon as possible. So my idea was to take them outside, mock the whole thing up, fit it to the wall, get it into place, so I know, I'm reassured that I'm not going to have to do any more adjustments later on, especially if these are powder coated. I can't do any more cutting and welding, it would ruin it, waste of time. Everything's spot on. What a success. I expected to be a lot of heartache and these things not fit whatsoever. So the brackets have gone for powder coating and the post has gone for powder coating. I should be getting that back hopefully towards the end of the week. We're going for satin black. Now I've got to finish the gates, get the wood fitted in there and painted. Got to make some more additional brackets and braces to go inside, and I may even make my own handle for the door. Almost finished now, so let's crack on. Might not look much, but these things weigh a ton. So heavy. We're going to finish off this piece now. Get some angle iron welded into here. Can someone please pop me a message and tell me where to get quality steel from? Alright. Throughout this project I've had distorted steel and some contaminated steel. Some of these are actually being warped, and it's not through warping because of the heat I put down on it. It's actually warped, and I've been struggling to keep things straight. Now I've ordered some more angle iron because all these angle irons that I've welded in here, lots of them are quite wavy and they're not even straight at all. This angle iron, I've ordered this from a separate company now off eBay. I'm not pleased that it's all, what you're paying for, it's all rusted and corroded. Obviously these are going to get sandblasted and clean and prepped for welding anyway, but this is not even straight. I mean, look, you can obviously see the gaps down the middle there. It's bent here. So I'm not pleased with this, to be honest. This ain't straight, and I know for a fact that these are true level. I've tested them, but look at that. So I've got to deal with that. Obviously I'm chopping this end off, but yeah. Cheap steel, yet again. Someone drop me a message, please, and let me know if you know anywhere in the UK that can supply steel quality at a great price. I'm ready and I want to know. Okay, I've just gone over these rusty old knackered new angle irons with the flat disc there. 40 grit flat disc to clean that, scale that rust off. And oil, believe it or not, they feel very greasy. This is, again, I don't want to keep going about the cheapness of the steel. It wasn't really cheap, paying a premium price, but this, it will cost you if you do go for cheap rusted up steel, because you're using your consumables anyway. I've gone through these flat discs too to clear all that off, and that's pretty bad. So flat discs cost you money. Cheap stuff, cheap steel will cost you money to clean, scale that off and get it welded, because you can't weld it like that, not at all. Let's get it cut then. Stop moaning, Paul. So I just tried putting this spare mask I got with the welder in front of the camera lens so that hopefully you could see me welding. Unfortunately it doesn't work, can't see nothing. I really do want to, when I'm welding, get a lens over the camera so you could see what's actually doing. It's really quite cool when you see the artwork in the metal getting molten. But I thought maybe this could pick it up, but it didn't at all. So I do apologise. That entire weld I've just done on the last piece, yeah, I wanted to try and video it for you so you don't keep seeing the same old shot of me welding from a distance, but I'll try and work on a lens that can do that for next time. Lovely, spot on, excellent. Bravo, Paul, you're the best.
Okay, so at the moment, it's a 27 over here. As you can see, I've got the stones there. I've got this one, through in the back, there's a external plate.
Right, it's time to sharpen some tungstens. And we're going to use this and this. You may have seen this on YouTube before, but it's a really good tip. You got a drill. Sorry, it won't focus on it there. 9 seconds. Pretty good, yeah. This is done now. I've welded in. I've not welded this piece in yet. I'm going to do that later. I have welded this up fully. This removable bracket or whatever we shall call it, I don't know. Angle iron. It's all welded up. I've ground down the welds so you can't see them. When it gets powder coated, it'll cover over any of these little craters and look pretty. What I'm going to do is drill. I'm going to punch all the holes and drill them. That's what I'm going to do. That's all them screwed in. We've broken one in there, so we'll grind that off and weld it up and re-drill it. They're all in. Nice. Alright, now I'm going to crack on with gate number 2 as fast as I possibly can. I'm not going to go into too much detail about what I'm doing because I'm sure you've seen me do gate 1 now. We need to get this done quick sticks because it's coming towards the end of January. And next week I've got a nasty injection to have in my foot because I've got a very poorly foot and I don't know if I'm going to be able to walk on it for a while, so I need to get these gates done. Let's crack on, quick time. I am well and truly knackered. Right, back to it. I am sick of this room already. I feel like I'm in a little prison, but work's got to go on, the show's got to go on. I've got this strip of 5mm steel, 5mm by 50mm steel. This is on the inside of the gates. I'm going to put one on the outside of the gates on this panel here. It'll go down there. That's so it closes off the gap between the lock. Obviously we don't want anyone to come with a saw and just chop through the lock and open the gate, so this will protect it, or at least slow any thieves down. We're going to put some additional locks on there in a bit. I'll put these wooden little battens in here just to stop this from warping. As you can see, it's all straight. We don't want to weld this and end up the whole thing moving with the heat, so that will keep this propped where it should be. I'm not going to weld it all the way down, that will take a lot of argon. Right, I've made myself a drop bolt latch for the bottom of the gate there. We've almost got this panel completed, which I'm really happy about. Just can't wait to start painting these panels and even bolting it to the house wall. I'll show you the drop bolt now. Right, here it is, the drop bolt. So I actually bought this and I've cut it up, and because it wouldn't fit here originally. These are the only components on the spring and the bolt itself from the original part. The anchor here, I've made this myself. It's pretty simple really. Got some angle iron, cut it flat, and then cut this little anchor out here. I'm going to neaten that up with a file in a bit, but that should work just like that when I want to open the gate. Obviously, when it gets powder coated, this will be removed. And this will all get powder coated. This will be fitted afterwards. So what I need to do is, it doesn't really need a spring in, but it helps. I need to get the spring in there like that, and then I will have to perhaps weld a little tab on here, something like that, just to hold that spring so it compresses it when I'm lifting it. And that should be ready, it should snap into place. Okay, neaten that with file, and then I'm going to crack on with the other one. Alright, final touches to this panel is the centre braces. Yeah, I've cut these out 5mm steel, and I've got myself some 3mm steel little plates here. These are going to get welded on the ends across there. Cut them out both sides. Then what I'll do is drill a hole in here, so this is screwed to the wood and the angle iron. Same on that side, make it secure. And then I will drill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes and fit coach bolts inside them. Just give it that little slight bit of medieval look, if that makes any sense. A little riveted, but what I've got to consider here is the clearance for the powder coat. So I can't get these too accurate. They need to have some clearance. If I cut these flush with here, then obviously when this gets powder coated, they're not going to fit inside. So that's the next job and final job for this panel, and this one will be completed. I'm going to repeat all this process with the next one, then I can paint my wood, then I can get this off to powder coating, then we can fit them and enjoy the gates. Finalise the video. Okay, let's get some welding done and drilling. Spot on. Right, I'm ready to put my coach bolts in now. I've just got this stood up on the bench, obviously. It weighs an absolute ton. It was a little bit of a hard job on my own shifting it, but I did it anyway. I do hope the wall anchors hold these gates in place and they're not too heavy. Should be alright, really. So I'm going to get these coach bolts all punched in. When I punch them in, I'll stick the bar on the other side. I'll get the bolts on, I'll crank them all up nice and tight. And then I'm going to hack off what I don't need. Obviously, we're not going to leave that much, are we? I'm going to hack off what I don't need. That'll be this gate done. Ready for painting. Let's crack on. Right then, I'm going to get these out and clean up the ends on them. Obviously, I'll chop through this now, and the bare metal will be exposed, so it's got no corrosion protection. I'll have to get something on that, on those bolts. Probably do it when they're bolted in. I might give them a bit of paint, silver paint or something like that. Right, let's get these out and clean the threads up. But first, we'll check it out. I like it. What do you reckon? Any good? I'm going to repeat this entire process on the other gate now. I'm not going to record it because I don't think you all want to watch me go through this again, but we're almost done, we're almost there. Hello. Right, the gates are officially finished. There is no more work to do on the gates other than powder coating and prepping the wood, but the gates are finished. I'm going to show them to you. I've done a little bit extra on them, put some security features on them. So let's take a look. And here they are, in their glory, all finished. So, the features I've put on, the security features, I have welded, mounted these drop bolts, and here we have room for a padlock to lock that one down there, and there we can latch it when we want to open the gate. So I'm going to mount a spring here so it springs back down. This one, that'll drop down, but it's not got a lock on it. I've put two, you can see here, two little brackets there, so I can fit a padlock in there, lock them if I need be. I've welded this, get a closer look. I've welded this plate on here. I actually cut this slot out for the key. It's pretty cool actually. I cut it out and filed it, a little bit of bench fitting, and I've welded this plate on here just to raise that up and kind of get it flush and level. I've put another padlock security feature on there, so I can get a padlock in that, and obviously get the right one. You won't be able to bolt crop it. Bingo. And that's it. That is it. So these are going to get loaded onto the van tonight. I'm going to get my wife to help me because they're very heavy and she's strong just like me. These are going to get sent off to the powder coaters tomorrow. It's Friday, we're bang on time, it's the end of the week. I'm going to have a beer, and then over the weekend I'll get this wood prepped for the return of them. Then we'll get them fitted. See you in a bit. really happy with the result of these gates. I didn't expect them to just bolt together like that and be 100% true. There was a little bit of a fight at first getting the wood in because of all the weatherproof coating on them. It seemed to be really sticky and tacky, so it was difficult to get them compressed in there, but nevertheless I got them in there. It is incredibly noisy out here, people are coming home from work, so I'll try to record as quick as I can. I'll show you them. Right, all the welds turned out fine, the powder coating is fine, a few little defects here and there, but not to worry about, there's a hair there. So these holes, I need to get some screws in them. I've not got any yet. They all lined up, as you can see, bang on. That one I remember I had to re-drill it. That one's fine, so everything works out the way I expect it to. The lock, it operates nice and smooth. I need to get these all screwed in now, that's the next job. I've just run out of these screws. A little bit of misalignment here just to square the gates up, but you can get a lock in there, no problem. Apart from that, I'm absolutely over the moon, well pleased. The next job is to get this drive relayed now, perhaps some resin down or some blue slate I think. But these are all fine. I need to paint these handles. I'm going to put something down here just to make these more secure. The wall anchors are on there nice and tough, solid. I'm going to put some more security features on the gate, some more handles, a few things like that. Some more attachments so when I open the gates they will anchor to the wall so they're not rattling around, but I'll do those later on. But apart from that, job well done. It's been a long week. On to the next project. The weather's drying out, so let's hope we can get some more bike reviews. See you next time. Thanks for watching.
Like strangers again.